Hello everyone, welcome back to my Me Myself and I podcast, and this is episode 4. And in this episode I'm going to discuss under the title what are blood types. So when it comes to blood types, people are familiar with it. There are A, B, AB and O blood types. So in this episode I'm going to highlight what makes blood types different. What cell in our body make blood types different. So basically, all of our blood is red, but it doesn't mean all of our blood is the same. But in ancient time, people used to think like that because they had no idea about blood types. In 900, Australian physician Karl Landsteiner first discovered blood types and won the Nobel Prize with that, with the research on blood types. Actually, before 900, there were some experiments made by few physicians and doctors. They make experiments on patients which were about to die. They were curious about blood transfer, blood confusion. They think all of the blood are red. The animal blood is also red. So can we put animal blood into human body? Then they did it. They tried, and that patient they had experiment was dead. Was dead after they put in blood from the animal. Then they knew that okay, we cannot put animal's blood into the human body. Then they didn't stop there. They keep going. What about human to human? Human blood to into another human body. Then they try, and there were some cases which made human become better, and which give the same result of putting the animal blood into the human body. So, in this episode, what I would like to discuss is why there are different blood types. So let's go to there. In our blood, there are two cells mostly: red blood cell and white blood cell. So they communicate with each other. So for white blood cell, it attack bacteria from outside and the infection. So on the outside of the red blood cell, there are two sticks which are named antigen, A antigen and B antigen. If the white cell in your body is communicate with the A antigen on the red blood cell, it means you are A blood type. So similarly, if the white blood cell communicate with the B antigen on the red blood cell, it means you are B blood type. Okay. So, if you have A blood type, you cannot put B blood type into your body, because in your body, if you in A blood type body, the white cell just communicate with A antigen and doesn't know anything about B antigen. So if the B antigen from B blood type enter into the A blood type body, the white cell in the A blood type body will attack that B antigen, because this is not the antigen it used to communicate. It communicate. Okay, so it just destroy that B antigen, that B antigen, just like it destroy the bacteria. So there will be incompatibility and reaction which are very bad, and it can even kill you. So that's why A blood type cannot go into B blood type, and B blood type cannot go into the A blood type. And if A and B miss, there is AB blood type, because of the parents. Okay, when your parents get A, and then when your A and B, you are most likely to be AB blood type. So for AB blood type, the white cell in an AB blood type body can communicate A antigen and B antigen too. So A blood type can go into the AB blood type, and B blood type can go into the AB blood type too, because as I said, the white cell in the AB blood type knows both A agenda and A antigen and B antigen. Okay, so there are A, B, AB, and also O blood type. So why there is O? There is no O antigen at all. O is created by a gene called allele, and it make O blood type. So for O blood type, there is no A antigen, B antigen at all. That's why O blood type can go to A, B, and AB because it doesn't have any antigen. So the white cells from A blood type and B blood type doesn't need to deal with any antigen from the O blood type. So it doesn't attack it, it just accepts it. That's why O can go to A, B, and AB. But wonderfully and oppositely, O cannot accept A blood type, B blood type, and AB blood type at all. A has A antigen and B has B antigen. If A blood type go into the O blood type, the white cell in O blood type doesn't know anything about A antigen, so it would attack the A antigen blood cell. The same to the B antigen also. So A and B and AB blood type doesn't go into the O blood type. To go further, there are A plus, A minus, AB, A plus, B plus, B minus, AB plus, AB minus, and O plus, O minus too. So what make plus and minus like in our grades? It is because of rhesus factor, which is called Rh factor, which is also known as D antigen. Okay, D antigen. It is also on the red blood cell, which is beside A antigen and B antigen. So you can call the third antigen D antigen, which is named D antigen. So if you are A blood type, your red cell will have A antigen, and then your white cell is communicate with your A antigen. And if there is also D antigen in your red blood type, it means you are A plus. Okay. And to give you another example, if a person has a red blood cell which has B antigen and D antigen, and the white cell communicate with B antigen, it means you are B plus. So on the other hand, if your blood cell has A antigen and then A antigen and B antigen but doesn't have D antigen, and the white cell communicate with A antigen, it means you are A minus. Okay, I think I make it clear. So for as I have said before, A plus has D antigen, A antigen, then D antigen because it is plus. But for A minus, it has A antigen but doesn't have D antigen because of minus. So if you want to give blood, if you want to donate blood to another one, A plus person can donate to A plus, but can't donate to A minus because A minus person doesn't have D antigen in its blood, but A plus has D antigen because of plus. So if A plus go into A minus, the white cell will attack it because of D antigen, because A minus white cell doesn't familiar with D antigen. So it is a little bit tricky, but it is easy if you keep learning it. A plus can go to A plus, A minus can go to A plus. Okay, A minus can go to A plus, but A plus cannot go to A minus. Okay, is that confused? Because A minus can go to A plus blood type body, because A plus has A antigen and D antigen, but A minus doesn't have A antigen but has A antigen. So if A minus go to A plus, there's no problem. A minus doesn't have D antigen at all, doesn't have any foreign, you know, antigen. So A plus can accept A minus, but for A minus can accept A plus because A plus has D antigen, which is foreign antigen for A minus. Okay? So A plus can go to A plus, A minus can go to A plus, but A plus cannot go to A minus. The same with B. B plus can donate to B plus person, A minus can donate to B plus person, but B plus person can donate to B minus. AB the same. AB plus is the mix of A and B. So AB plus for AB plus can accept A plus and B plus and A minus and B minus, but for AB minus it can only accept A minus and B minus. For O, as I have said before, O cannot accept A, B and AB at all. But O can go to those blood types. To go specifically, O minus is the universal donor. O minus, because O itself doesn't have A antigen and B antigen, but O minus also doesn't have D antigen at all. It is lack of antigen. So it can go to A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus, AB plus, AB minus, O plus, O minus. It can go anywhere. Okay. But for O plus, because it also doesn't have A antigen and B antigen, but because of plus, it has D antigen. So O plus can only go to A plus, B plus, AB plus, and O plus. And it can go into A minus, B minus, AB minus, O minus. Okay, so this is what I would like to talk about in this episode, and I think you understand it. And if you don't, and if you stay confused, you can search it on Google, online. Okay, so I'd be happy if I can share a little bit about medical knowledge, because it is important. We don't know what will happen on one day, and I believe this kind of knowledge can help you one day if you are in trouble. So then bye bye, see you next week.